to what I witnessed in the Charles Oliveira fight, I think there's only 3 people that might have what it takes to actually finish Ilia Topuria. Again, I'm not counting Ilia out. I've done that before. Probably never again. I think Ilia Topuria honestly finishes all of them, unfortunately. But I think those 3 people pose the biggest challenge to Ilia Topuria, and I do think they have a chance at defeating Ilia Topuria, even finishing him. Okay, so who are the 3 people that I really believe might actually have a shot at Ilia Topuria? You're gonna be so surprised by this. One is actually Dustin Poirier. And I'll tell you why. Dustin Poirier has so much experience, that's one. Dustin Poirier has experience boxing, high-level boxing, and Dustin Poirier has faced heavy hitters like Conor McGregor, man, and the last 2 times he came out on top. I know Conor McGregor is, a cocaine addict right now, and I know he's irrelevant, but I'm just saying Conor still poses a threat. Like, he still has that power. That's one. And 2, I think Dustin Poirier's ability to get out of shots and land shots clean, it's going to really help him with someone like Dustin Poirier. With someone like Ilia Topuria. So that's one person that I think could defeat Ilia Topuria, in my opinion. Another person that you're going to be so surprised by is actually Max Holloway. I think Max Holloway poses a really different challenge at lightweight in comparison to him at featherweight. Max Holloway at lightweight is more bulked. Max Holloway at lightweight is stronger. Max Holloway has a better chin at lightweight, in my opinion. Max Holloway was, in my opinion, a big threat to Ilia Topuria. Yes, he was losing the boxing exchanges and everything with Ilia Topuria in the first fight in featherweight. I get that. But if Max plays it like he played it with Justin Gaethje, on the bike, he's jabbing, exchanging, blah, blah, and then playing it really smart, I think he defeats Ilia Topuria. Maybe not finish him, but I do think he defeats him, possibly even finish him towards the end. We've seen Ilia Topuria gas out in a 3-round fight. I get it was short notice, but he gassed out against Youssef Zalal. So I do think he's beatable. He said he's beatable. In my opinion, it's difficult to imagine someone who just did what he did to Charles Oliveira lose, but in my opinion, it's still very much reality. So that's something that I think people should look at. And the last person that I really think could pose a threat to Ilia Topuria, again, I think he would lose, unfortunately. I'm a big fan of his, and I do think he would lose this fight, but I think he still has somewhat of a chance, as opposed to everyone else, because everyone else, in my opinion, would get knocked out clean, is obviously the champion, or the ex-champion, I guess you should say, Islam Makhachev. It's just a question of, can Islam Makhachev hold down Ilia Topuria? Can Islam Makhachev do what he does to every single opponent that he's faced? Can he find a path to victory against someone like Ilia Topuria, who has insanely strong power in his hands, dynamite hands, and then he also poses a big threat on grappling on the bottom in any position. We've seen what he's done with Oliveira. He's got out of things, he escaped the guard. It's scary to see. So does Ilia Topuria pose a threat to Islam Makhachev? Yes, a very real one, in my opinion. And I'm a big Islam fan. I don't know if Islam can take him, but I do believe that he could under certain conditions. That's for who can defeat Ilia Topuria. Now, what's next for Islam Makhachev? He's up against JDM, bro. No fight yet in sight. I'm really curious when that's going to get announced. But let me just put a thought out there. Please, for the love of God, I think both these athletes right now have a phenomenal opportunity. Both Ilia Topuria and Islam Makhachev have the same exact opportunity. In my opinion, Ilia Topuria can solidify GOAT status right now with one more fight. And in my opinion, so can Islam. Islam 2 fights. And I'll tell you why. Ilia Topuria has knocked out cold Alexander Volkanovski, Max Holloway, and Charles Oliveira. Both 3-time greats, right? But I think the most important bits to look at is Volkanovski, Max Holloway, because these were the kings of their division. Charles Oliveira, you could argue, he was just coming off, I think, his 2 losses or something like that. Again, he's great, don't get me wrong, but Charles Oliveira is no Islam Makhachev. Charles Oliveira is no Volkanovski. Charles Oliveira, in my opinion as well, he's not really a Max Holloway even. But let's just look at this. Can Ilia Topuria get GOAT status? Yes, he can. If, let's say, Islam goes up, beats JDM, and then goes back down to lightweight, clashes with Ilia, and Ilia knocks him out, I think, in my opinion, that would be enough for GOAT status. Because, bro, he would have knocked out Max Holloway, Alexander Volkanovski, Charles Oliveira, and Islam back to back to back. Imagine, bro. All in their primes. Yes, Volkanovski is slightly out of his prime. Max Holloway is still young. In my opinion, technically still his prime. Charles Oliveira nearing the end of his prime, but he was just dangerous like a year back, right? And Islam Makhachev, in my opinion right now, he's definitely in his prime. So that's an insane opportunity to solidify GOAT status. But Islam Makhachev can solidify GOAT status if he beats JDM, and then he goes back down and he takes out Ilia Topuria, retires, in my opinion, as the GOAT. Hands down. He would have to be the GOAT. Yes, he doesn't have John Jones's numbers, or Anderson Silva, or JSP, or even Khabib's undefeated record. But what he does have would be complete domination. Like, it would be complete domination across the entirety of the UFC. Welterweight, can be complete domination over the lightweight division and the featherweight division, technically. That's if he beats both JDM and Ilia Topuria, which to me is a massive, massive if regardless. Personally, I'm probably not going to watch those fights. I'm going to be too anxious, but it's going to be it's a really good opportunity in the UFC right now, man. Can't wait. Let me know what you guys think. Comment below, subscribe, and give the video some love. And I'll see you guys next time.